Well, hi. So I think I am live on the main stage. Let's go over here. Let me know if you can hear me, and we'll wait for some people to come in. But my name is Emily, and hi. Okay, so you can hear me. Hello. I'm Emily, and I'm the creator of Beth and Emmy Wipes. Hi, Brittany. Okay, here you guys are. That's amazing. Welcome to the main stage. So this is my office, and everyone's doing it a little bit differently. Oh, thank you guys. You can hear me just fine. Oh, you're so sweet. Okay, first of all, I would love to say thank you to the Prego Expo for doing this, because this is incredible. This is what we have to do. I do miss seeing all of you. I miss your baby bellies, and I miss your new babies, and we'll get there. We'll all get there. We just stay healthy. So I miss seeing you in person, but I want to show you and talk to you about your baby wipes. Okay, so my son Archie was born. He is 7 years old now, and when I was pregnant with him, I knew he would have sensitive skin because his father, myself, he is a Polish Irish redhead. This is my little guy. So that hair is real. And that hair is how he always looked, always. So if I let his hair grow out now at 7 years old, it will stick up in the back like a rooster, and that's just all I get. But he used to get the worst diaper rash. And my former life, I was a chemical buyer for my family's company. So when I had my free and sensitive wipes that I thought, would be doing good for him, I flipped that pack over and I started reading about the chemicals. Thank you. Yeah, I know he's cute, right? I started reading about the chemicals, and my head exploded. My mom's brain exploded because I knew that some of those chemicals I was buying to go into our harsher household chemical brands that I was doing for my normal job. So we started just using cloth and water. And then I started doing research. And if any of you haven't heard of this, there is a website, an organization called EWG, the Environmental Working Group. And they have a website called Skin Deep. And so I went into Skin Deep and I started punching in. I grabbed my pack and I started punching in all the chemicals. And I got to learn a lot about, the potential harmful side effects of everyday traditional baby wipes. So my wipes, Beth and Emmy, they are 99.9% water. That's it. And then the 0.1% is a grapefruit seed extract. And I know there's going to be a lot of questions about grapefruit seed extract. There's going to be a lot of questions about how do your wipes compare to other wipes and other water-based wipes. But we'll go through this right now, and I'll just tell you a few things I learned about chemicals and wipes, and we can continue the conversation back in my booth. So these wipes they have no harsh chemicals. They have no fragrances. They have no parabens. They're hypoallergenic. They're water. And that's all you need to really get your baby clean. Because in between diaper changes, you're going to give your baby a bath. And that's where the soap comes in. And, that's where lotion comes in. When it comes to using a wipe and you're going to wipe down your baby, cover that baby in a diaper, and whatever was on that wipe, your child is now going to marinate in. If you think about it that way. Anytime you touch your child with a wipe, whatever's in that wipe stays on their skin. Newborns are obviously very sensitive. Their skin is much thinner. It can absorb into the bloodstream, and you have to really be careful about what you're allowing to sit on your child's skin. So let's get another one. Bloop. So here is a Bets and Emmy wipe. And as a mom, and I created these, I made it much larger than a traditional baby wipe. So my husband used to complain. He's got some big mitts. He used to complain that it did not fit over his hand, but this is the size of a Bets and Emmy wipe, and it really has this great texture. You see that little bumpy texture? I call that my baby butt Swiffer. I used to make a lot of my baby show friends laugh. The brand of wipes is Bets and Emmy. So, but the best part is this: for any mom that has used one of those wipes that just kind of disintegrates as you're using it, and yes, they're very soft and lovely, but I didn't care for the finger popping through the wipe. So here is a Bets and Emmy wipe. Now, I am pulling on this wipe. And what's great now, yes, these are okay for fabric diapers. I'm going to get to these questions, and they're just rolling in, which is fantastic. Thank you so much. The best part about these being so strong is now that Archie is 7, I can't believe it, 7. He's 7 years old. He's still dirty all the time. Children are always dirty. No, they do not smell. There's no fragrances. There's nothing. It is literally water. And that's pretty much it. That 0.1% of a citrus extract is not a fragrance. It is a naturally sourced grapefruit seed extract. And that is going to be our biggest difference between my GSC and other GSCs out there. So I can use this on Archie, 7 years old, every day, after ice cream. We went out yesterday, got ice cream, and I always have these with me. You get the face, the hands. It is safe for faces because there's no chemicals for them to ingest. It's safe for hands. It is safe for things. One of my favorite mom hacks is to take a pack of these and put these in your hospital bag for you. And in the hospital, they're not going to use a wipe on your baby. They're going to use, I know that baby wipes, the average was like $3,000 a year. If that's a question right there. So put these in your hospital bag. And here's why. Because if this is your first baby, or if you've had a baby, you can relate. When you've had your child and you're into recovery and they're taking care of your baby and it has been an exhausting 16 hours. Thank you very much, Archie Drew. I would have loved to have had these for myself, to take one out. They're nice and cool to wipe, the back of your neck. Give yourself a once over so that you feel human again. You feel clean again. And no matter how that baby came out of your body, these will not irritate any of your sensitive bits because there are no chemicals to irritate your skin. So you can use these. Wonderful if you're going to breastfeed or not. You can use them on yourself, get yourself all clean. And if that baby wanted to relatch, they're not relatching to a chemical. Excuse me, I had to put that on mute. They're not going to be relatching to any kind of chemical. So these are available on Amazon.com. What I wanted to explain to everyone is, it's a baby wipe, and so everyone would expect this to be a big business. It's not. This is a baby wipe that we created and was so important to me and my family that we created our own wipes. Like that's still to this day when people say, "Oh, what do you do?" I made a baby wipe. It's crazy. But as parents, we do what we need to do. So they're called Bets and Emmy because my name's Emily, so I'm the Emmy. And the Bets is my sister, and she's going to kill me, but this is the only picture I have in my room. So there's the Bets to the Emmy. And Betsy is a brilliant graphic design artist. She has designed our logo and our pack design, and my family has really gotten behind this, and we're a small business, so these are available at some local boutiques, which, please check the store finder first and support local, but they are also on Amazon. Right now, these are being sold at 9-pack boxes on Amazon. We also are going to have our big box will be 12 packs too. Oh, hi, Betsy. That's your name. My sister's that way too. So how much time? So we've got 10 more minutes. Okay, here's the research that I have done on baby wipes. Number one, I hated that sticker. Let's start with the sticker. Every parent knows. The sticker on the, I just grabbed these. I have baby wipes everywhere. So the sticker on baby wipes, if you can open them.
on 601, calling 601
Okay.
for Rick.
Well, first of all, that's indicative of a sticker baby wipe. When you close them, you're not getting a nice tight seal. And then this opens up, and after the 5th time you've used them, you've got hair, there's dirt, you throw them in your diaper bag, they collect up Cheerio dust. You know, they're just a mess. So I didn't like the sticker. So what I did use is what's this called is a rigid lens. And 5 years ago, this had just kind of started hitting the market, and I loved it. So the rigid lens is it's a firmer plastic. You can see there. It stands up when you need it to stay open so that you can reach in and take one out. Now, people ask me, do you have them pop up after you've used one? The answer is no, because I don't want it sticking out where you then have to take your hands to shove it back in and, get, your hands in the pack, because we want to keep these as sterile as possible. But when you do close that, it is a nice tight seal. You're not going to get any air coming out of there. And I love the rigid lens. I really do. People ask me sometimes, why don't you use the clamshell? Actually, today was the first time I went and bought this brand. The clamshell it's a nice idea, but again, it's not airtight and it's less environmentally friendly. So I did not want to go with this hard plastic. I went with the thin plastic closure. So those are some things. Here's where the chemicals come in. The number one preservative in traditional baby wipes is called phenoxyethanol. Okay, so that's the first one that popped up in my search on EWG, and I've got EWG over here on my other screen. So I'm just going to read this to you. EWG rates every chemical. They also rate a lot of brands. So you can go in there, type in what you want to look for, and they'll rate it on a scale of 1 to 10 or 0 to 10. 0 being like no toxicity, and 10 being like I would never go near it or touch it to my baby because it'll melt my skin off, kind of stuff. So phenoxyethanol lands at a 4. And when I started thinking about, okay, what level of toxicity am I comfortable touching my child with? And that's rhetorical because I want everything to be a 0. So at a 4, when I started reading into it, I wanted to know why. And I'm literally reading from the EWG website right now. For allergies, this is a section of allergies, and it says phenoxyethanol is linked to allergic contact for dermatitis. Okay, some words are very vague. And dermatitis is a general term that describes skin irritation. It's a common condition that involves dry, itchy skin, rash, swollen, reddened skin. It may cause the skin to blister, ooze, crust, or flake. Now, when Archie was born, that's what he had. He had these little blisters. It was heartbreaking. I had to soak him in baking soda. And I thought, as a mom, what am I doing wrong? How am I screwing this up? And it turns out it wasn't diaper rash. What a lot of people think is diaper rash is actually your child's skin reacting to the chemicals in traditional baby wipes. So it's just something you have to think about. If they don't irritate your kid's skin and you want to go with, the quite honestly, the Walmart brand, that's great, but I would never touch a brand that has phenoxyethanol in it to my child's face, to across their mouth to clean them. They're going to lick that and it's going to enter their system, period, point blank. So the shelf life, okay, so there's a few questions coming in now. The shelf life, once you've opened it, we have to say 4 weeks. If you treat these nice and you keep them sealed, you are never going to have a problem with these. We say store them upside down to keep, osmosis going. Do not put in a warmer because heat, evaporates water. So that would be not ideal. Shelf life from the time that we make them is 2 years. I attend every single production run of these wipes because this has my name on it. This has my sister's name. It's my family's name on here. On the back, when you flip it open, over, you'll see a little story. My name's there, and my son's name is on this pack. That is how much I believe in these wipes. Oh, that chemical, phenoxyethanol. Skindeep.com. I think I don't even know if I can throw this over here. But yes, I learned a lot of big words that year. So I'm going to try and go back real quick. I've got a few more minutes to try and answer some questions. But these are completely made in America. That is something else, to really think about. Every component that I chose to go into these wipes is made right here in the U.S. They are run in small batches, and they are tested after every run. There are 5 samples across the run that go in, and then they're tested to make sure that they're safe, that they're good. We run through 3 different stability tests, and if anything were to ever go wrong, those would not hit the shelves. They would never touch your children's skin. So the biggest question that I get, they're prone to molding. I have not seen mold in my product. I've been around for 5 years. I assume that if you had dirt, some like a food mold on your hand, you stuck your hand in the pack, that perhaps that could transfer it. But if you treat them nice, like you would, no, they're not. I can say they're not prone to molding because I haven't had that issue yet. They only will dry out easily. I'm going back to the comments if they're not stored properly, which keep this, just keep this closed. I've had packs of these in my car in 90-degree weather, and it doesn't affect it because as long as they're sealed, it can't evaporate. I have 3 more minutes, and I think the biggest question that people ask me, because there is another similar wipe out there, the biggest question is, what is the difference between Betsnemi and water wipes? So some of the biggest questions are, number one, these are American mom made. I made these with my family right here in America, while water wipes is not in America. They used to have the sticker closure. I'm flattered, just kidding, that they have now gone to a rigid lens as well. But water wipes do not have 2 ingredients. Water wipes have 3 ingredients. And they have to tell you about that. They have water and a chemically sourced grapefruit seed extract. And that's where you get your contaminants from. That's where you get things like benzalkonium chloride. And again, with EWG, you go in there and you type in benzalkonium chloride. It's just not, it's not ideal. I also found I don't know if you can see that actually, that the water wipes were too wet for what I liked for my child, and that I was smearing around poop. But I'll go ahead and show you physically, and then we can jump over to my booth for some more questions. Okay, so here's a water wipe. Kind of, there you go. No texture to it. And then here is a Bets and Emmy. And I just to even notice the size difference. And I know why they make them smaller, because they want you to use more, buy more. But I am a mom, and I made these, so I made them how I would want them. And they are stretchy as well. But it's just those are the biggest differences. The biggest difference is that we, using the naturally sourced grapefruit seed extract, do not have contaminants like benzalkonium chloride. So, what else? I don't think we really have any more time here. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. I am here all the time. I am the Emmy. So if you ever have any questions and you want to shoot me through Facebook Messenger, an email, whatever, you just know you're talking to me. You should find Betsnemi on EWG. Use the and symbol. Don't type out and. And we're actually listed as a 1, which is great. Versus other wipes, and you can do some research into other wipes. Thank you so much. Hop over to my booth. I'm going to go over there and say hi and answer your questions, because it all happened here. And yes, I'm doing a giveaway. So thank you guys so much. This was great, but it went by really fast. I miss you.